My name is Nnena Anozie. I'm a legal practitioner and the chairperson League of Women Voters of Nigeria Enugu State chapter. I come from Nigeria. I am in Kenya today because of a program that is going on, organized by Young African Women Congress, and we are looking at networking. I think whenever I look at my life, I really want my life to be an inspiration to people, to women, and to the young one. I got married at the age of 23, and in the part of the country where I come from, sometimes marriage looks like a limitation. And I was in school at that time, and some people were like, "You're married and you're in school. Don't you think your husband may not want you to continue?" and all of that. But I thank God I was persistent. I knew what I wanted. I had to continue with my education, and thank God my husband never stopped me. At a point when I wanted to have children, I didn't have one, and I needed to go for my law school. And some people were like, "Don't go to law school now so you can give birth." I'm just coming from this background because I know some young people who are not yet married. Some of them are scared of marrying when in school. Some are married in school and they are not doing well. But God helped me. I went through school, did well in school, did well in law school. I came out successfully, and then by God's grace I got a child. And since then we've been pushing. It got to a point that I discovered that a lot of things are not just going well in the country, and we've been complaining. We kept complaining and nothing was happening. One day someone told me, "Don't you know you can be an agent of change?" And I said, "How do you think I'll do that? After all, I'm also a pastor's wife, and so I've been preaching in the church, talking to people." He said, "No, that is not enough. You need to come out more to the public space so that you can reach out to so many other people." I said, how do I do that?" He said, "You need to join politics." I said, "How can I join politics as a young person?" I think at that time, okay, I've clocked 30 something. So you can come out, join politics, and then from there your voice can be heard. I said, "You mean it?" I said, "No, I'm not qualified. I don't know much about politics. In fact, I don't really think playing politics in my country, Nigeria, is worth it. I see it as a very dirty game and a very serious one, money guzzling and all of that." And the person encouraged me. And so what am I trying to tell you? As a youth, as a woman, don't let anything discourage you. Always find time to look at people who have gone beyond you, because this man has gone beyond me. He saw the potential in me, even when I didn't see it in myself. So some people will be your help, your destiny helpers. They can be the ones that God will use to open some doors to you. I am here today because I joined politics. I started being open and associating with people, and I tell you, I've been able to impact lives. Like I said, I host women as a pastor's wife. Then I also as a League of Women Voters coordinator, or chairperson if you like. I also coordinate women voters. I encourage women to participate in politics. And at the time I participated and contested for the governorship of my state, Enugu State, I was the only female contestant. And that was just in 2019. It's not even far. So where were other women? Where were the young people? In my country at a point, the young people were complaining and agitating of marginalization, but none of them were ready to come out and join. And so somebody got the idea of, soliciting for a bill, sponsoring a bill for not too young to run. Because most times the young people feel they are too young to do certain things. So this person was a young person, and so he said, "You're not too young to run," and it was passed as a law. Today in my country, young people can't come into politics, and I am happy to announce to you that we are preparing for our election year. A lot of women have come out to contest. A lot of young people have also come out to contest. So, the way you started your life and the way things are around you, whether married or unmarried, whether issues in the family, it shouldn't be a deterrent. It shouldn't really, discourage you from fulfilling your potentials. So I'm here this day in Kenya to network, socialize, learn more, unlearn, and relearn, and meet other women, put heads together, and know. And mind you, this is Young Africa Women Congress. So we have a lot of young people here. We are learning from one another, and we are taking them home to our various countries to impact lives. I also, in our training for women, we do free skills acquisition for them, because we know that our women need economic empowerment. You cannot take that from us, because we discovered that in 2020, when we had the outbreak of COVID-19, a lot of women were battered by their husbands because they could not even provide anything. And the men who were going out to provide something were locked up in the house. So a lot of domestic violence came up, and we took a study. We discovered that some of these women were not really doing anything. So we started a lot of skills acquisition training free of charge for them, and exposing them to some other capacity building trainings, because that's one of the things you gain from a congress like this. You build capacity, because if you have something, people will hardly relegate you to the background. So we discovered that our women have been relegated to the background over the years because they are not really very empowered. And of course, another empowerment we need as women or as youth is economic empowerment. If you're sorry, political empowerment. Yes, I've talked about economic empowerment. I'm talking about political empowerment. You need to make policies that will impact our lives, that will affect us positively. Because these people, you cannot cry more than they believed. You cannot, talk about my issues if you're not in my shoe. If you're not me, you can't talk about me very well. So we need to be represented in decision making. In my country, they will always say that women's position is in the kitchen and the other room, and that other room is where they produce children and all of that. But we have come to say, no, that is not where we belong. We didn't go to school to belong to the kitchen and the other room. We want to belong to the boardroom. And so we've had a lot of women leaders in various countries, even in Africa. We had Ellen Johnson Sirleaf in Liberia. She did very well. So we have a lot of women. The likes of Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala of Nigeria, who is now the WTO boss. So we have a lot of women doing us great. In my country, we had one woman, late Dora Akunyili. She was very wonderful. She came into a system, she sanitized the system, and got rid of all forms of drug adulteration, and people were very happy. So there's more women can do, and there's a lot youth can do. If only you be resilient, focused, develop yourself, build capacity, just improve on yourself. Attend programs like this, and you see yourself, you can never be relegated to the background, no matter where you find yourself. So that is actually why we are here in Kenya, to work together, network, and see how we can uplift our continent, Africa, because we are rich in a lot of good things. God has so much blessed Africa, and an African woman, an African youth can do a lot. God has embedded a lot of talent, skills, a lot of things in us that if we can harness those things, we make our continent rich and the envy of so many other continents. Thank you.